What's up, everybody? Gronk here. This is my second Happy 4th of July video. Earlier I made an NBA video of my Pacers Association wishing everyone a happy 4th of July. I'm not sure which will get posted first, but I made the Pacers video first, so I should post that first. This is an NFL Madden video. It is the New England Patriots taking on the Dallas Cowboys. For this video, I wanted to use two American teams. By that, I mean two teams that when I think of the team, I think of America. I chose the Patriots because they're the Patriots. They're all about America. Their colors are red, white, and blue. I don't like the team personally, but they just make me think of America, so I went with them. Similarly, I don't like the Cowboys, but they're often called America's team, at least back in the 90s when they won 3 Super Bowls. Maybe not so much these days. They've had a few rough seasons under Tony Romo and Jason Garrett. As we all know, this past season, in Week 17, they had a chance to make the playoffs. They faced the Redskins in Week 17 in a primetime game. High intensity. Tony Romo just crumbled under the heat, threw several interceptions, and RG3's Redskins would win. The Redskins would then lose in the wildcard round to the Seahawks because RG3 would get hurt very badly. A very ugly play to see his knee just bend that way. The first thing I thought when I saw that was a man's knee should not bend that way. It was very, very, very sad to watch. I like the Redskins. The Ravens are my team, as I said in my channel introduction. Check it out if you haven't seen it already. But regardless, this game was pretty good. I had shorter quarters because I didn't want another hour-long video. If you watch my NBA video, you'll see that I didn't edit it, and originally it was a 52-minute video, and I managed to trim it down to where I just showed a little part of the video where I commentated on it. This video I just had 5-minute quarters, and I still only showed the second half because I figured, at least when I'm starting out, it's better to have shorter videos, like 10 minutes tops, unless it's a special video. I mean, some of my WWE upcoming videos will probably be longer because sometimes the matches take longer, and it doesn't make sense to have a video where you just show one match unless you're doing that intentionally. But in my NBA video, I talked about what teams I like in the NBA and what you guys can see in the near future on my channel. And in terms of the NBA, I'll do something similar here. I'll talk about football, what you can see on my channel in terms of Madden, NFL, and football, and generally speaking. As I said in my channel introduction, the Ravens are my favorite team. When I started watching football, I watched it when I was a kid, and then I started watching it recently. Last season, not 2012 but 2011, in the playoffs, where I saw the Ravens go to the AFC Championship, but Billy Cundiff missed that field goal against the Patriots. That was probably one of my most frustrating moments as a sports fan. I was so frustrated basically the whole week after that. I really wanted the Ravens to win and at least go to the Super Bowl. I think the Ravens would have beaten the Giants back then. Ray Lewis was younger than he was this season. He didn't tear his bicep as he did this season, but obviously that's not how things went down. The Giants would win. Good for them. I like the Giants because I'm in New York. Or, no, I'm not in New York. What am I saying? I'm in New Jersey, and I guess you're supposed to like the team that you're close to in terms of your location. But I haven't been that way. I gave the Giants a chance in the preseason when I decided when the Giants faced the Jets, I'll like the winner of this game. The Giants won, and I kind of like the Giants. Because I live in New Jersey, I get all the Giants games. But and then the Giants just didn't have the best season. They came kind of close to the playoffs, but then the Redskins won the division under RG3's amazing rookie season. I like the Ravens. Oddly enough, I like the Colts. My dad told me that I shouldn't like the Colts if I like the Ravens, because the Baltimore Colts a long time ago, and then the owner took them to I forget the details of it, but apparently the Ravens and the Colts have a really intense feud, I guess, at least for the older fans. I don't feel that way. Andrew Luck took a really bad team that needed a leader after Peyton Manning got injured and left, and he took them to the playoffs under an amazing rookie season. I'll definitely be interested to see how he can do, Andrew Luck that is, in his sophomore year. Same with RG3 and the Redskins. They went to the playoffs, and RG3 then got hurt in his debut playoff game. Similarly, Andrew Luck lost his to my Ravens in the wild card round. And maybe, am I mistaken? I'm not really sure. It's just, I don't have a lot of this stuff off the top of my head. It was a couple months ago. All I do know is the Ravens won the Super Bowl. I like the Ravens, Colts. I said a couple minutes ago I like the Redskins. I just I was born in Baltimore, so the Baltimore Ravens are the actual team for Baltimore, but the Redskins are. I think they have their field's in Maryland, if I'm not mistaken. If not, it's very close. So I like them too. And coincidentally enough, they have RG3. They have Alfred Morris, who had a really stunning rookie season. And I also like the Vikings. I probably it's kind of weird. Mr. Hurricane is a huge Vikings fan. I like his channel on YouTube. He did a Madden 12 Vikings series, and I started to like the Vikings at the beginning of this season, and then Adrian Peterson just went crazy, rushed for more than 2,000 yards, falling 9 yards short of breaking the rushing record. It was really exciting to follow that, especially in the later weeks of the season as he drew closer and closer, but then being disappointed as he would only fall 9 yards short. But the Vikings would make the playoffs, shocking a lot of people, basically just solely on the back of Adrian Peterson. This Christian Ponder arguably is not the best franchise quarterback. He's still pretty young. I think many experts are predicting he'll this is a make or break season for him and Jake Locker of the Titans. But I think Ponder, with Percy Harvin gone, he does have Greg Jennings now. So I think, as I just said, it's either make or break for Ponder this season. The Vikings got Matt Castle as a backup option if Ponder gets hurt, because Joe Webb played for the Vikings in the wild card round, and he just played atrociously, and the Packers beat the Vikings. But anyway, those are the teams I like. I don't know what team I'll do for a mini-series in Madden 13 until Madden 25 comes out. You guys can let me know. If I don't really get a lot of feedback, I'll just choose somebody and start posting that. Obviously, I'm still starting out, so I don't have a lot of followers right now, so I can't really wait too long for you guys to leave some feedback. I will wait a little while, though. And as I said in my channel introduction, in Madden 25, I'm definitely doing a Ravens owner mode and connected franchise. But I'll do a coach connected franchise and a player connected franchise all at some point before Madden. I don't know if it'll be 26 or Madden 15, I guess that would be. I don't know what's going to happen there. But anyway, going to the gameplay as I did my NBA video after talking for a bit. Here you see, I played as the Patriots in this game. It's the fourth quarter. We had the lead, and I punted away here to the Cowboys. Oh, I remember this when I was playing a couple minutes ago. An excellent punt here, and we pin them on the 1 yard line. It's a tough game planning for the Cowboys here. Do they run and risk a safety, or that would be the more conservative thing, or do they pass the ball and risk a safety? They do run. They get 4 yards, just give themselves a little breathing room. Then they go to a hurry up offense. Doesn't really make a lot of sense, and they're passing here. Romo nearly gets sacked. He gets hit pretty hard, and that scared me. I think that was Miles Austin. Just Romo does have a pretty good arm, at least in terms of throw power. And it's third down here. Cowboys haven't been too successful on third down. It's 3rd and 6. This looks like they're running. I'm not positive. And they do run. They give it to their fullback. I think that's Lawrence Vickers. Then they take a timeout. It doesn't make sense to me. And they go for it on their 5 yard line. Bad clock management. I think that's one of the biggest criticisms of Jason Garrett. He's bad game management, just taking timeouts when he doesn't need to. If I were the coach of the Cowboys here, I probably wouldn't have used my 2 other timeouts, and I would have punted to the Patriots. Even though the Patriots and they have a good offense, it's better to have a chance than leave the Patriots on your 5 yard line. And here I decided to pass, and I wanted to get Rob Gronkowski a touchdown because my username's Gronk, and I just want to show you guys that I want to use Gronk. And so I passed again. The previous play I did something stupid, is running around with Tom Brady. He's not fast, he's not going to run. Gronk drops the ball there, pretty unusual for him. I think Gronkowski could be a great player. He's already just revolutionized the tight end position in the NFL. He just needs to stay healthy, and I think he could be, I don't want to say the next Tony Gonzalez, but one of the next great tight ends in the NFL. Here we find Gronk for a touchdown in traffic. All game long, I don't know if I got an achievement for the Gronk spike. Unfortunately, when you catch, Madden 25 should fix this, but Madden 13 has a bunch of glitches where if the player catches a ball in traffic, they won't do a touchdown celebration. They have to be in wide open space. The achievement was the Gronk spike, just scoring a touchdown with Rob Gronkowski, and I found that pretty funny. I mean, just giving him his own award, basically. And he didn't even do the Gronk spike because, as I said, he was in traffic. Apparently, Madden 25 has a lot more celebrations, and you don't need to be in wide open space. If a player scores a touchdown, they'll celebrate pretty much every time. There's also sack celebrations, which I find good. I mean, I remember in the playoffs, Paul Kruger of the Ravens got a sack. I think it was in the Super Bowl, and he started doing like a maestro orchestra thing, and that actually made me laugh out loud. I just thought it was really funny. But anyway, the Cowboys are down by 2 touchdowns, no timeouts, a little more than a minute left. Romo, obviously not the greatest quarterback to have in the 2-minute drill. He does get a completion to Des Bryant there. Bryant could be one of the next great receivers. He had a good season this past season, and apparently has some character issues, and I've heard that those are pretty much resolved. He's matured this off season. We'll see how it turns out in the future. Here you see Vince Wilfork. He's a big man. He doesn't get back to the line in time. You can't really blame him. He's a defensive tackle. Not the fastest runners, not to be mean, but it's the truth. I mean, they're not trained to be fast unless it's an exceptional athlete. And sometimes they're pretty fast, but regardless, here you see the Cowboys lining up again. And Roman just kept throwing it deep. I mean, it's one, or actually not here. And here on the screen, kind of a weird play call. DeMarco Murray wouldn't go down. The hardest fought 4 yards in this game, for sure, but just that I've seen in a long time. Probably not the best play call there, just bad clock management, bad game planning by Jason Garrett, as I said. Here, what are they going to do? The man in motion. And they run the ball, pretty much just giving up on their hopes of winning this game, but they go to hurry up offense again. And then they pass it. This weird clock management. Madden 13 has a lot of glitches. Hopefully those will be fixed in Madden 25. Here, see, they do get a first down, so they have a little time remaining. You would think they'd pass it again just to make the game a little closer and a little less embarrassing. They pass it short again to Jason Phillips, the backup tight end. Usually when you hear about Tony Romo throwing to a tight end, he's throwing to Jason Witten. But anyway, the final score is 28-14. Romo spikes the ball. Thanks for watching. Happy 4th of July. Stick around for some of my upcoming series. Leave a like and subscribe.